Hello everybody. With the announcement of the Snyder Cut, I'm choosing to do this week's top 3 on the top 3 live action Batman. Stick around.
I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it real.
So, everybody, I want to invite you to like this video and subscribe to this page if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, please follow this page and also leave it a like. So, let's hurry up and get into it. Top 3 live action Batman. Number 1. On my list, I would have to say Micheal Keaton. If you're 30 years old and up, Micheal Keaton is your first on-screen Batman. Yes, you may have seen Adam West in reruns and stuff when you're at your grandparents' house. They got it on in the background. You might have saw flashes of that. But the first live action Batman that most people saw was the 1989 film with Micheal Keaton. I thought he did a real good job as Bruce Wayne and as Batman, and for the time the score was perfect, the action was very good, the effects were very good, his Joker, Jack Nicholson, very good. There's nothing that was bad about the 1989 Batman. It's actually a classic, as well as Batman Returns, which is just as good to me. Let's move things right along and go into number 2. My number 2 Batman has to be the Christian Bale Batman. Now, I know a lot of people probably grew up looking at the Joel Schumacher Batman, Batman and Robin, Batman Forever. I don't count those at all. Those were not my Batman. I skipped right over that whole trilogy and got right to the Christian Bale Batman. He, to me, was the best Bruce Wayne. Not necessarily the best Batman, but when it came to the Bruce Wayne stuff, he had the right look, he had the right physical build for the most part. I think he carried the Bruce Wayne part just a little bit better than Batman, to me at least, because his action scenes were real choppy, a lot of jump cuts, people inexplicably falling down, but the movies were still top notch. I enjoyed each one of the Christian Bale Batman films, probably with The Dark Knight being number 1, Batman Begins at number 2, and The Dark Knight Rises being the last in that trilogy, like as far as good, best to worst. Number 1. My number 1 Batman is actually Ben Affleck's Batman from BVS, Suicide Squad, and Justice League. Now, people might be thinking, why would you put Ben Affleck's Batman? He has the smallest sample size. He's in the most divisive Batman featured films, and truly, he didn't get his own movie as Batman. Well, listen, I think that Ben Affleck's Batman probably embodies every Batman super well. He was crazy serious, very angry, almost to the point of being insane. Who would want to fight an alien in a suit that you made? The anger that was in Ben Affleck's face at the beginning of BVS when he looked up and saw Superman fighting Zod while he held that little girl, that was all the reason that was needed for Batman to hate Superman. He conveyed that very well. People would probably bring up the Martha scene. It's the one thing that people love to slam Ben Affleck for, or the Ben Affleck Batman, is the Martha scene. Let me tell you, that scene was perfect to me. Like, I didn't see anything wrong. I can give you my first reaction to seeing the Martha scene. So, when Superman is on the ground, like getting choked out, and Ben Affleck has his foot in his throat, he scrumbles like he's struggling, and he creeps out like, "You gotta save Martha." Like, that's the line. And to me, this is my honest reaction when seeing that. I saw those little beady eyes going back and forth in that helmet. Ben Affleck, at that point, to me, was conveying, oh, this is Batman figuring everything out. We know him to be the world's greatest detective, and to be honest, he should have known all these things that I'm about to say. But when I watched the Martha scene, I figured, oh, he hear Martha. Oh, wait, he talking about my mama. And then Lois Lane shows up and she says, no, that's his mother. Not only does he have a mother here on Earth, but his mother is vulnerable and needs saving. Not only that, he has a woman here pleading for his life. He's probably thinking, if I was at somebody's mercy, no one would be able to show up and plead for my life but Alfred, because I don't have a life. This dude has a mother and a woman. Well, maybe I should chill and not kill him. To me, that scene made perfect sense. To other people, they didn't connect those dots, but I connected those dots and I thought it was fine. I didn't see a problem. But the strongest point that I can make for anybody to say that Ben Affleck's Batman was the definitive best Batman that we've seen on screen would have to be the warehouse scene. Thine eyes have not seen better action from a person in a cape and a cowl than we saw in the warehouse fight scene. Single greatest Batman action scene ever. It was supposed to be topped in Justice League, but Justice League came along with a whole bunch of issues. And since I'm bringing it up, let's talk about those Justice League issues. Justice League was the biggest error in the portrayal of Ben Affleck's Batman because it was such a big departure, which is why so many people are excited to see the Snyder Cut. With Joss Whedon coming in, he gave one-liners from Batman. Batman was being like confronted by Superman and he said, "I don't not like you," like with the awkwardness. And while it did get laughs in the theater, it's like that's not what Batman does. Batman is funny when he is the straight character. If you want to see funny Batman, watch any of the Justice League animated stuff. You will see Batman be as serious as a heart attack from start to finish. But guess what? He still delivers funny moments because his level of seriousness to other things. There's a scene in Justice League Dark where someone comes in and does like a psychoanalysis on him and says like you carry around all this heaviness, you filled with rage and anger, and you're so cold. How do you deal with such weight that you carry? And he look at him and say, "I got a butler." It's like, that's it. Like I got a butler to deal with stuff. All right, I'm Batman out here. That's how Batman portrays comedy. Justice League War, there's a scene where Green Lantern meets Batman for the first time and he says like, "What's your superpower?" And Batman just looks at him. He's like, "So you mean to tell me you just a crazy guy in a suit?" And Batman did this. Like, that's it. That's all you need. Like, that was a funny little moment when watching the movie because people started to realize like, wait, he's not really special at all, but he out here with us. That's Batman. That's Batman delivering comedic moments. Everything that he did in Justice League to me was off because it was intentionally funny stuff coming from a person or a character who's never intentionally funny. I'm actually quite excited to see what we get with the Snyder Cut. Super hype. I enjoyed this top 3. It was very easy for me to do because I love me some Batman. Again, if you like this video, please like. If you have a different top 3, leave it in the comments below. Come back and see you, boy, on another video.
A friend of your son's.
I figured. The cape?